What's up, Gamma? How are you doing? Gamma. All right. Hello. We are here. We are back. We are present. We've got some stuff we need to get out of the way. Like rescuing 15 souls from the maw. It's a great place to start. We need 1,000 anima. All right, so we need to find all the world quests that give anima as well. Meanwhile, we're also going to queue up for BGs. We need to get a nice little 3% damage buff. I don't know how well a lot of that's going to work out, but... I think that's our current setup. I think it's actually bad. This is our PvP setup, so we'll swap that on. Actually, while we're doing this, let's put this on for right now. How you doing though, Gamma? It's good to see you. Hope your week's been going all right. Can't be worse than mine. Well, can't be worse than a lot of people's who have been on the stock market. Order Din Din? Ooh, what'd you get? What are you having? What's on the menu? The last time I wanted it sold out. Why do you want a laptop? Why a laptop? Laptops are stinky. They usually break within 2 years. Yeah. They don't break, just their performance goes down a lot after about 2 years. What's up, Techno? How are you doing today, man? We are here just trying to get some of these daily things out of the way, some of the Moss stuff, and gotta get these renown ranks up so that we can, you know, do more stuff, perform better, you know, all those things that they're tying in together. Better now that I found you. Flatter me. Thank you. Now, I hope you're having a good day. We got a little 3%. Do a little 3% damage buff today for enhancement. I don't know how much that's actually going to change anything for us. I don't think it's going to change very much, but a buff is a buff nonetheless. So can't complain too much, I suppose, right? All right, we're gonna get these souls. Oh no, that's not good. You don't wanna forget those. Those are valuable. All right, that should be the last one. 15. Yep. Okay, cool. 15. Done. Bang bang. Here are the weekly quests. I don't need to worry about the weekly quest per se. All right, we're gonna go make sure. We're already over here. We'll just get these ones done. We'll just get these ones done first. It's not worth traveling all the way over to the Beast Warrens and then all the way back when we're already like over here. See the other one over here? Torment for the taking. Alright, that's gonna be one of those ones that's like in the River Styx. Family will murder your desktop. That's why you don't share it. Never share the desktop. Ever. Why would they murder it? Yeah, I think if there's anything that we'll notice like the damage on, it's gonna be things like Chain Harvest. Like Chain Harvest getting a 3% damage buff is pretty huge in itself. I mean, like Chain Harvest is like our main like big damn skill at this point. It's like the big damn skill for us. So I mean, a 15% or a 3% addition onto Chain Harvest will be definitely more noticeable than like anything else that we have. So there's always that. Really hates me for having that stuff. Spit on my brothers, but mom doesn't care. Well, that's not good. Dying? Team? Kill us faster? Team? PvP gear on. Pardon me. Well, your mom sounds like a very not nice person, so meh. Hey, watching you sometime now. I play Enhance also. What are your thoughts about the state of it right now? Not the best. Not the worst, but it's not the best. PvE, we're definitely like way more behind in terms of performance. PvP is a bit of a tricky one for us. PvE, if we want to look at like Mythic Plus, we can hold our own in things like Mythic Plus in terms of performance. Raid though, we definitely fall behind pretty significantly. Yeah, I saw you, stealth boy. There he is. Got him. You're dead. You already dead, boy. We did. Did you hear the news? The rumor? What news or what rumor? I know that what, like Bezos is quitting or stepping down as CEO. That's the only news like I heard of recently. The news was Bezos? Yeah. Doesn't mean anything. It's not like it's not going to change anything. All it does is take him out of like. The rumor is that Lost Ark and AEU server alpha starts this summer. Alpha? What do they have to alpha test? Alpha doesn't make sense. But whatever. Hey, if it brings it, it brings it. About to get ran down in my freaking. Come for me. Aww. I wanted him to engage me because he didn't have such a karma up, so that would have actually been a 1v1 I could have won on a trade. Rumor is alpha testing, but nothing confirmed. Well, that doesn't help. Yeah, I love the playstyle and visuals of Enhancement myself, Short. It's something that I love a lot. I have not used. That sacrifice. You think I'ma let your bitch ass get away with that? We think so. I gotta purge. Get him. Ooh, I'm dead here. Yeah. Freaking hunters, dude. Hunter damage, 2 crit gray. No, it's definitely okay. So I mean, summer makes sense. Summer makes sense because I had a feeling there's no way they were going to release Lost Ark before New World. New World is 100% going to be the front running product for Amazon. They're not going to let another game take like that, like away from them. It's yeah. Not surprised. He's a prop boy up top. Is our flag carrier under siege? No, not yet. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. You thought you were gonna get away? I think not. Oh, there's the 13K-er. Hey now. Ellie Blast coming out with the big pump. Our graveyard. They have an actual tank, so that makes this a little obnoxious. Except he is way out on his own. This is a boomy. Oh, he's a squishy boy. Jesus, red paladin damage. Whew. Where's the FC? You trying to run it out middle? There it is. We got the cap. Actually running killing spree? Burned everything. Kill him. This is so fast. How long does he get to be mounted for? Oh, red paladins are slow. Nah, dude. Your ass is grass, bud. Oh, there's a lot of people out there. Hey now, I don't want to go out there right now. What's up, Max? How you doing? They're about to come. You always want to grab this so that they don't have access to it when leaving. Oh, nice long stun. Ramp. We're gonna craft this legendary too this week. Oh, are you gonna craft Frost Witch? Oh, we moved a little too soon. They are all ramp side. Good. He's outpacing his healers, sort of ish. Not really. That kick. Purge him. Purge him. Grab the flag. Oh my god. Nice. GG. Kick that convoke. None for you, sir. What's up, Jibbe? How you doing? After the comments I made about it, I really have just enjoyed it way more than I have Doom Winds. Oh, that was an excellent ring. Oh my goodness. All right, we've won. That was a quality win. That was a nice. All right, let's just go in on it. What's up? Oh, let's go. We're through. You thought you were safe. Haha, little did you know. Dude, the 13k LE blasts are so good. Yeah, I use it in PvE too. I actually do better with it in PvE than I do with Doom Winds. Doom Winds, Doom Winds is a lot more about just making sure that you're using it at like the exact right moments. I don't know. I don't like the gameplay around Doom Winds. Look at that. 2 flag returns, 15 and 4. 850k damage. I'll take it. How you doing though, Jubei? Alright, I have the jailer rank 2. I'm gonna make sure we get the dailies done first. We'll worry about the weeklies other times. We also have to spend additional time here today for the renown quest. Tuesday vibes. Nice, nice. I just find I have overall better consistency with it than I do with Doomwinds. Doomwinds is about getting like really big damage during your burst windows, and that is what like evens out your DPS throughout the course of a fight. Frostwitch, I just like am steady maintaining the same DPS like the entire time. I mean, it's definitely, you know, not for like everyone. Like a lot of people tend to have an easier time with Doomwinds in general. But for me personally, it just never, I don't know. It's never been like a thing that like clicked for me. I need to figure out what I'm going to do now. I don't have a guild anymore. Like I could have had a guild, but it's like I wasn't really having the time to raid anymore per se. I didn't really have time to raid anymore, so I stopped raiding. So I'm gonna be looking for like a PvP oriented guild, which would be, you know it's much more flexible time availability for just doing stuff. You know, you can PvP at any time, no matter what. Raiding, people usually like to do at very specific hours in the evenings after work and stuff. But yeah, I mean, you know, I've never failed to perform. Put it that way, I've never failed to perform despite not running Doomwinds. That's the thing, is, you know, yeah, that's the thing you have to look at and ask yourself and be like, hey, I'm not running Doomwinds. I'm not running, you know, this, you know, quote unquote, like meta option. Am I still performing? Am I still doing like, am I still pulling my weight? Right? That's a big thing. Get one of the weekly quests out of the way. We get one of the weekly quests done. Teleport back over to Venari. And then we'll go to the one that's in the beast place. What do I think about the enhanced buff? I think it doesn't actually fix anything that's wrong with the class. Sure, it's nice, but like 3% isn't really much of anything. If we look at it from the perspective of, I mean, you gotta look at what 3% like is, right? So let's look at our damage tooltip here. 3,566, right? 3% of 3,566. . . 3% I guess it would have been a little bit lower. Hold on. Now it's at 3566. No, it was a little bit less because it would have been that's the value after the buff. So it was probably 34, probably like 34.85. No, a little less. It added about maybe 100 damage to the Storm Strike. About 100 damage to Storm Strike. I'll break it down for you guys here better in a moment. I was looking at it earlier. I was doing the numbers and math and log breakdowns on things for people and whatnot. Here, 1 second. I have Warcraft logs up. All right, we're gonna go to rankings. We're gonna go to classes, enhancement, shaman. Shaman, enhancement. All right, so we're gonna look at a fight that's like a big fight. This one is done by Contraus. Contraus is probably the #1 enhancement shaman for rating right now, overall. But look at this. All right, this just tells you, okay? This tells you so much. He gets a 100 parse, okay? A 100 parse. Right, that gives him 4.3 million damage. 4,330,000. Right. So, a 3% buff on these things. A 3% buff would add, over the course of this whole thing, a 3% buff would give him another 130,000 damage, roughly, to his overall total damage output. Right? It would give him about another 130,000. Okay? Literally 3% of 4.33 million. Right? That puts him... That would put him still under the Warlock here. Who... That's a 63 parse for an Affliction Warlock. So, a 100 on an enhancement performance. Is still less than a 63. It's less than a 75 on a Fury Warrior. I mean, look at that. An 82 for a Marksman Hunter is still 1,000 DPS more than an Enhancements. An Enhancements 100. I need to stop getting hit by these if they're gonna kill me. Hold on. % of all abilities. So even worse, it's even less. No autos? Yeah, okay, so you take out any of the auto damage. So it's even less than that. I mean, it's really not... I don't think it's really gonna do much for us. I think they see... I think they see, like, where we are. I'm actually really surprised that Frosty K got a 5% damage increase. Yeah, Frosty K got a 5% across the board on all their abilities. Chill Streak took a little bit of a hit. That one was definitely like a PvP one. Chill Streak was like their whole thing with PvP. PvP, you know, it's only about a 5% nerf on Chill Streak, since it was a 5% buff to everything as well. Yeah, overall 3% isn't really going to change much of anything, to be totally honest. Considering all of our abilities have such low scaling value, like I said, I think the things that you'll see it impact the most is going to be something like Chain Harvest, which has a high damage value overall. So 3% on Chain Harvest is huge, because Chain Harvest has a really like high dam scaling, but like none of our abilities scale well. Like nothing that we have scales well. So a 3% damage increase on our abilities is pretty minor, but I mean, it's a buff, you know, a buff's a buff. I'm going to take it. But it's not going to fix enhancement by any means. The problem is that enhancement innately at its core is a slot machine, and it will never be able to, until they change or buff things that contribute to our consistent damage output, then it's just not going to happen. It's a 107. It's like a 100 damage boost on the tooltip, but then you have to factor in the damage that gets taken away from it being armor. So it's like, it's a lot less than what like you think. Storm Strike damage is wonky because it's not like any of your other abilities. Everything you have is not physical except Storm Strike. Storm Strikes are only physical ability. Garthalax is gonna Garthalaxanax is gonna freaking send us over the top here. Where can I find him? Wait, is it just done? Never killed. No, there it is. Garthalax. Where is he? Is he supposed to be like right here? Or is he down below? No, he's got to be down below. What add-on is that for the stats? That's a weak aura. Oh, there he is. For my overall UI stuff, if you go to my YouTube, I have a video on there of all my add-ons. Yeah, Shriner. I don't know. Problem is, the problem, James, I just don't like Doomwinds because as you get into higher rated games, it's just super easily countered by any halfway decent team. I don't really care about the Executioner, but go do it. I want to do that. I'm not gonna be able to do that quest. Oh well, because we're literally gonna get rank 5 jailer. So stupid. Let's create this zone that they go to that they can't even complete all their dailies in. Because why not? Hey, doggy. There it is, the eyeball of doom. Oh, hey, look, we got shoulders, 183s. We got these last week, actually. Yeah. All right, I'm coming, Venari. Bing, bing. It's so lame that you can only take these one at a time and that they're complete RNG. Possibility matrix, that's something else. This is the socket thing. I have to get an even higher? Wow, we still don't have enough to be able to get the socket. Reputation wise, that's impressive. Alright. Let's go with our freaking struggle bus right now. Believe it's this one. We gotta get all our anima stuff because we gotta get all our renown ranks. That way we can get Nagia unlocked. So Draven's gonna give us this. We're gonna be able to get probably gonna go straight down like this for PvP right here. Successfully interrupting an enemy or dispelling an ally, increase your critical strike chance by 10% for 10 seconds. That's just huge. That's just huge. Just wait for the catch-up mechanic. There's not going to be a catch-up mechanic for that stuff. Do you know why there won't be a catch-up mechanic for that stuff? Because our conduit upgrading is going to be relevant the entire expansion. Unfortunately. Yeah, then we're going to go straight across like this. I'd love to go this way and go here. This would definitely be like a PvE route. But it's way too easy to go below 50% health in PvP for this to work. I think that 10% crit chance is better. Oh, sockets? I don't know that we'd have one for sockets either. We'll see. All right, let's get these done quickly. No, I haven't bought any socketed stuff yet. Oh, right. So what I was saying was they saw this and they're thinking that like, okay, hey, we buff them by 3%. That'll put them more like here. Right. They're hoping it's going to put us a little more, you know, in line, but in reality, it's not going to. The actual top end of a Fury Warrior is way further ahead. Top end for Frost Mages. I can't believe Frost Mage. Like, Frost Mage literally went from the bottom of the bottom, gets a flat 10% buff to straight up middle of the pack. They were literally the bottom DPS, and now they're just like, oh, we're chilling. We passed up Enhancement Shamans. No big deal. Now their bottom end is also really low, but there's a lot of things to consider there variably. Arms Warrior is very misleading. For those who don't know, you have to make sure that when you're looking at these things, you go through them and like really look at them a lot more in depth, because these can be very misleading. This is simply just because there's like no enhancement shamans in Mythic right now. There's significantly more arms warriors, and so the bottom end of it is a lot lower. Let's go to this. Because if we go to this, right, and we go to classes, okay. DPS, here, let's look at Shaman Enhancement real quick. So like Shriekwing, 5.4k, 7.5 on Altimore. That's the highest one, by the way. 7.5k is the highest one for Altimore. 5.2k for Hungering. 6.8 on Sun King. That's an all AoE fight. Barely breaking 5k on Artificer. Dark Lady, just under, a little under 7k. Council, 5.4. Sludge Fist, 6.5. That's because these are the only 6 that have completed it. There's only 6 people that have completed Sludge Fist for enhancement, and then 3 people have completed Generals. Right, 6k. Now we go and look at Arms Warrior. Although I imagine more have swapped to Fury as of late. 5.2, about the same. 8.5, over 1,000 DPS higher on Huntsman. Hungering, higher. Consistently higher, not just one parse higher. Everybody here is consistently parsing higher than enhancement is overall. Sun King, higher. Artificer, about the same. Dark Lady, higher. Council, I think Council was like the one fight it was a little bit lower. Sludge Fist, 6.3. I'm gonna have to go back. I think that's that one's about the same. Stone Legion Generals, there's a lot more. There's a lot more. And then Sired and Athreus, right? There's a bunch of Sired and Athreus kills for Arms Warriors. There's no Sired and Athreus kills for enhancement. So it's like, this is still like incomplete data, essentially. When people look at this, like, this is still very incomplete data. Yeah, Heroic. So if we look at Heroic, Enhancement is still under Arms Warrior right here. And Fury Warrior. And Ret Paladin. And every other melee except for, like, Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter's right there with us. Frosty K got the 5%. So it's pretty much everything that was under Demon Hunter got, like, a 5% buff. And that terrifies me, by the way. I am absolutely terrified by the idea of Destro Warlocks getting another 5% buff. Destros are already starting to pump like really big Chaos Bolts right now. Yeah, and the thing is, like, it scales so well. The thing is, Chaos Bolt scales so incredibly well because it's always always a critical hit. It's always a critical strike. Stepping away from WoW for a week might make it too. Why is that? I'm not saying not that there's anything wrong with that by any means, Killjetic. I've been mixing it up, playing a lot of other different games as well recently. Oh yeah, no, before that buff, a couple weeks ago, I saw a Warlock hit a 20k Chaos Bolt. Like on average. Like he was averaging like 18 to 20k Chaos Bolts. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fine. Yeah. This is totally not gonna become ridiculous at some point. Sorry, I think music was a little low. I want Wolf Bones to be the best Lego. I've been having 10 times the amount of fun over Doomwinds. Ah, dude, I loved Wolf Bones originally. The problem right now with Wolf Bones is that is just the factor of having to give up Ascendance. That's the problem. It's just not worth it. Now, it could be made worth it if we could have control over what wolves we got. Oh yeah, no, you can hit massive LE Blast with double Firewolves, but you don't know if you're gonna get double Firewolves. That is ultimately where the problem lies with it. That is my doggy. That is my blue nose kitty Kava. Right now. Alright. If we weren't in a dungeon that is literally a ticking time bomb on our health bar. Show him some more, but you know, we gotta live. Living is key. My idea for the wolves. Oh, what that like? It's based on like what wolves you get is based on like what last two elements you used or whatever. It'd be amazing. Yeah, like if you were wanting to get like big LE blast damage, but you summoned wolves after you used like 2 lightning abilities in a row, and then you got double storm wolves, then like you're like, oh, okay, never mind. But it's like, oh, bloodlust window? Okay, I want double frost wolves for this. Because frost wolves do like massive damage when it's bloodlust, because they're haste doggies. Haste doggos are good doggos. Permanent earthquake on our Earth Ellie. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, it just, I don't know. Because then, like, being able to get double storm wolves, like, at will, like, controllably, would be huge and would make it a viable option for PvP as well, because that's 70% increased damage on your storm strike, and that actually gives you, like, really nice, sizable storm strikes, despite them being mitigated by, like, physical damage, like, as well. It still gives you, like, really solid storm strikes. And those storm strikes would only be associated with, like, you know, a big cooldown of yours. So I don't know. We'll do some PvP later. We'll try it out. We'll do some wolf bones later. But it's just like you'd have to be able to control what you got, because giving up Ascendance is just so huge. It's like literally. First of all, Ascendance itself is a big damage ability. Just popping it is massive damage. But also, it makes your Storm Strike bypass armor, so it actually, your Storm Strike actually does the damage that it says it does. It's not getting mitigated. But also, the biggest part of it being that it makes it ranged, right? So, you know, it's one of the few things that helps against the severe lack of mobility that is present with enhancement shamans. And the lashing flame sound, that's trash. How's Mythic rating going for you? It was going. I kind of had to stop just for like time reasons. But I mean, it was going, you know, we were 2 of 10. Hadn't gotten very far with it. We had a lot of stuff happen. First we had, like, you know, our raid lead had a death in the family and he missed a week, and that kind of threw everybody in a funk, and then a bunch of other stuff. It was a weird week. Oh, huge Marats. This is all the health bonus right here. But yeah. So for us, Mythic rating's kind of a little bit on the back burner at the moment, as we've got some things going on. We'll probably look to give it a go again next tier. But as of right now, it's kind of at a standstill for us. They wouldn't bring me into Mythic and waited over an hour to try finding someone on our server. Yeah, fuck them at that point. That's unfortunate, dude. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's not good. That's no fun. That's the exact kind of thing that you like. That's the exact kind of thing that you like hate to hear. There's a chest over there. Yeah, we want the power. Yeah, I mean, for myself personally, I'm gonna look for a PvP guild to rejoin. I might just rejoin the guild I was in before if they'll have me back. They were a PvP centered guild, so it'd be good to probably. Ow! All right. What? Hey! While under the effects of Bloodlust, also gain Ascendance. Huge. Yeah, dude, this floor is brutal. 7% of your health inflicted as fire damage every 5 seconds. This is a very not fun floor for people, for sure, I imagine. Or wing, just... She a tanky fish. Gain the Storm Flurry talent. Yeah. I like that. Storm Flurry. That means I can also take Hot Hand. Which we have not had our imbuements on. I think one of the things that I think would help Enhancement out quite a bit, just in terms of overall performance. And this is without breaking our, like, any sort of burst damage that we have, or our, like, without impacting any of our abilities. And that would just be, like, buffing our Flame Tongue damage by about probably 75%. Because our Flame Tongue right now has, like, no purpose. Like, Flame Tongue is so bad that it got to the point where people were asking, would it be better if we just put oils on? Which I kind of wish it was, because then that would really be like, hey, Blizzard, look, this is obviously a problem. One of the staple, like, parts of the class is literally just being ignored because it can be. I don't know, I've had issues with it for a while. But I mean, when I go and look at, like, you go and look at logs, man. Go and look at logs. Go and look at logs. Let's look at this. Let's see. Let's look at Castle Nathria. Okay. We're gonna look up at that one fight. We're gonna look at that last fight by Contrast, because Contrast is gonna be super geared, and this fight, Stone Legion Generals has a lot of, like, AoE cleave on it as well, right? So this guy's gonna have had, like, really good, like, AoE uptime. Okay. Flame Tongue. Flame Tongue contributed to less than 4% of his damage. Flame Tongue contributed to less than 4% of his damage. Lava Lash? Dude, also Lava Lash. That's another one. Lava Lash needs some serious attention. But like looking at it, right? Like Flame Tongue hit 1,648 times. 1,648 times. It hit almost 3 times as many times as Wind Fury, and it did 1,000 DPS less contribution than Wind Fury did. Wind Fury had 1,200 DPS contribution. Yeah, let me look at this. Like, look at this. No, because I don't want double Wind Fury. If you give us double Wind Fury, that literally makes Doomwinds the only legendary you will ever use the entire expansion. An OP solution would be Flame Tongue. Makes Lava Lash spread Flame Shock. No, that's what Lashing Flame should do. That's what our talent Lashing Flame should do. Or, even more simply put for it, it could be Flame Tongue does 100% increased damage to targets with Flame Shock on it. That way, you're punishing players who are bad at upkeeping Flame Shock, and you have to make it like one of those things that you're managing. Like, hey, make sure Flame Shock's on your target. This is an important thing. You want to make sure you have Flame Shock up on your target. If you don't have Flame Shock up on your target, your Flame Tongue is doing half the damage that it could be. But yes, that's the other thing. People want it. We should absolutely have a way to spread Flame Shock. That is 100% a thing. That's what Lash and Flame should do. Like, Lava Lash increases the damage of Flame Shock on its target by 100%. We don't need more Flame Shock damage. Like, cool, okay, cool. Flame Shock will do 6,000 damage over 18 seconds. 6,000 damage over 18 seconds? That's a nice dot, but that's not worth sacrificing any of these other options. It just doesn't fit. Like this, it just doesn't make sense. But I mean, being able to spread Flame Shock alone would be huge. Like, I still don't think, even if we could spread Flame Shock, I still don't think Fire Nova would be amazing. Because it's a 13-second cooldown. I think it would definitely make it a much more reliable choice. Not as bad. But still don't think it would be worth it. But that would make Necrolord a very good competitor to Venthyr. Because now, if you had a way to spread Flame Shock, you would now have a Lightning Bolt going to every target affected by your Flame Shock, which would be a really nice which would be a really nice AoE burst every 45 seconds. There's a lot of things they could do with Enhancement. That's the thing. And the way Enhancement's set up currently, there's so many different routes that they could go with it to make it work. That's one of the things that's really interesting, is that there's actually a lot of different things they could tweak on Enhancement to make it quote unquote work as a spec right now. They're just doing the laziest option possible, buffing by 3% on all abilities, which doesn't really do too much for us. But it's something, so I'll take it. Beggars can't be choosers, you know? At the end of the day, 3% is 3%. You know? It goes the only way I thought. They told me the reasoning was they don't know if I wanted to do Mythic. I had a conversation about it the day prior. Yeah. Sounds like they're just a not very great group of people, dude. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry you're not, like, being able to get into it and get done what you want to do with it. It's not fun having that happen. So it's like I try to tell people, it's like, hey, you know, like, this is something you want to do. Like, you want to get into Mythic raiding. Make sure that, you know, you want to go into it, you want to get it done. If you join a new guild, be like very clear about like that's your goal upon entry. And then, you know, if it seems like they're jerking your chain around, they're probably jerking your chain around and you should get the F out. Because a lot of guilds will do that. Just in case, right? They'll invite you just in case if one of their, you know, like normal raiders doesn't like show things, like just in case they have no other option. Isn't that so sad that even with a 100% damage modifier from Hot Hand, Lava Lash still hits for less than Storm Strike? Keep in mind that with Hot Hand, that is a 200% damage modified ability. And it still hits like a noodle. Oh, good. Mother effer. Hey, 35% haze? That's huge. Yeah, I'm down with that. Gain elemental assault. We're dying. Please don't. Dealing damage chance to inflict a storm cycle dealing. Will damage every 1 second indefinitely. I'm gonna take that one. Because that's gonna also let me get hailstorm. Big. This is a brutal week, dude. Holy moly. Hey, 1 minute rock LE. That means we've got max duration rock elemental. 100% uptime rock LE. Big. It was pretty sad though to see that double Wind Fury, that bug, when there was a double Wind Fury bug, that was the like only way for Enhancement to be like competitive on PvE. It's completely broken in PvP. I don't care what anybody says. That's not being competitive. That's being broken. I guess for some people they're synonymous. But yeah, when it came to the raid performance, even with that double Wind Fury glitch, we still weren't able to take like the #1 spot in DPS. We were still only like number 5, like even with that. That lets you know, that should have been a huge enough like announcement of alone for it to be like, hey, there's obviously something wrong with Enhancement Shaman. Even with this glitch that lets them have double Wind Fury for Doom wins and stuff, they still can't even get to top DPS. No matter what kind of broken shit they do. %, faster, but your physical damage and healing does by 20%. 150 Phantasma, floor 5, final floor. Getting this done, and then going to PvP more. And the problem with running the Wolfbone's Legendary is 1, giving up Ascendance, 2, you don't know what kind of wolf you're gonna get. So it's not really like it's not really gonna help your damage per se, depending on what wolf you get. If you get the right wolves, it's a really nice damage increase. If you don't, then it's crummy. Dang, we didn't get this the entire time. Oh, that's such a big one that we didn't get. Just in case for whatever reason we get it off. I doubt we do, but no, we'll go more haste. All right, here we go. This is it. Huzzah for permanent Earth Ellie, baby. Easy. I mean, that earthquake ends up doing a nice amount of damage from the Earth Ellie. What's up, Eugenio? How you doing? How you doing? All right, that's done. We'll come back into the other one later in the week. Let's head back to the Ring of Fates. We're gonna go on back to our good friend. Oh, recovered. Oh, thanks. I'm glad that was recovered. Now, ironically, I've actually got to blame Tickle later. Because of him, I've been playing Conqueror's Blade way too much recently. All right, so we said you guys wanted to see wolf bones. I'm trying to think, if we did wolf bones, which of these would we want to run? I guess Ellie Blast for any time we got Fire Wolf. I wish Crashing Storm was baseline. Crashing Storm should be baseline. Particularly just because of how worthless of a talent it is. I wish Crashing Storm didn't exist. I wish it was just baseline. I wish you just had it. I wish it was just a normal effect of Crash Lightning. It has probably like the most satisfying visual in the game for enhancement. Like it has such a satisfying visual. There we go. Here's this talent that slightly increases the damage of your ability, but does absolutely nothing else. You want that or a 40-second randomly caps rant or... Okay, well, you need to rephrase that. I know, but it was just the wording on the back half of that got a little... I'm going to be blunt with it. Jumbled. Sundering? Sundering is a phenomenal PvE ability. Because it doesn't have an AoE cap whatsoever. So it's one of the things that does really well for us. Crashing Storm should be replaced with Alpha Wolves. Absolutely. Please. Frickin' please. Please. This Alpha Wolf's so bad. Then you'd have a really interesting setup to go with the Wolf Legendaries. Nature's Guardian should be baseline. There's a lot of things that should be baseline. I don't mind Nature's Guardian. You know, okay, so I'm gonna say this. I don't mind Nature's Guardian being a talent. I mind it being on the same row as Feral Lunge. I mind Feral Lunge being on this row. It doesn't make any sense. Like, this talent row makes zero sense. Nature's Guardian should easily be swapped with Static Charge. But given how many priests there are, I've stopped taking Nature's Guardian almost altogether. And I've been learning I've been trying to play without it. Because, like, if they mind games you and Nature's Guardian goes off, it literally just kills you. And that sucks. I guess if we were, let's see, if we were going to do PvP with Wolf Bones, put the PvP gear back on. Let's see. I have a feeling we're going to hate this, but let's give it a go. I guess just straight up right here like this is what we would do. Yeah. This is pretty much it right here. You're looking at it. Very low haste. Very low haste. Probably swap these boots out. Hold on. 3526. 3538. Do that. Although it looks like that's actually it's actually a worse option. Oh, mega lol. Oh well. Alright. Yeah, we'll try this for you guys right now. I have a feeling it's going to be awful. Having crap haste at the price of having 30% Versa is a price I regret paying. Yeah. But see, that's one of the other nice things that comes into play with Legacy of the Frost, which is that your haste matters a lot less because you're not worried about your cooldown on your Storm Strike as much because you're resetting it yourself. What's up, buddy? Oh, hi. And so now I'm just working on getting more crit. Personally. What's up, Frosty Island? How you doing? I can't believe it's so weird that he's gonna not be the CEO anymore. Basically, here's what it is. Jeff Bezos stepping down as CEO, all that does is take him out of the limelight so that he's not the like face of being blame. He will no longer be the face of blame when things come on with Amazon. I'm not the CEO. For my kitchen spice labels, do you feel that 3% enhancement shaman buff? No, I don't feel it at all. I know it's there. I don't feel it though. Because it's not even a 3%. Like, I always thought that was our freaking whatchamacallit. Thingamajig. What was I gonna say? It's not even like a 3% across the board. It's your abilities. So like your auto attacks don't get a 3% damage increase either. So it's not as much above a buff as it could have been.
Oh. What? 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 Go. Down. Please. Please. Down. Down.
Puppy dog. Sag whack. Yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. But you know, hey, I'm still having fun with it. I'm still able to perform. I'm still able to, you know, kill people in PvP. The tough part's been getting, the hardest part with ranked PvP is getting people to play with. That's the only thing that holds me back. Like literally last night, we jumped on, started the stream off, jumped into 3v3s, managed to get into a group with these two other guys. We won the first 2 games, and then they disbanded the party. Like we were literally 2-0. Like our group, we were 2-0. We had won both our games, and then they both left. And I was like, oh, okay. Thanks. Felt bad. I was big Sag. It's crazy how much bigger like the Tauren spider is. Look at how much bigger the Tauren spider is. That's crazy. Thing's massive. All right. All right. At the 2-second mark, we jump. Or was it the 3-second mark? I think it was the 3-second mark we jump. Get a little bit of a head start. Dang, I was pretty sure I'd landed before anybody else. Are we fighting this? Do we have a team here? I think our team's here. We got icy wolves right now. Did he leave? Oh, this guy quit. That grounding totem. We're using wolf bone right now. I think I don't see you back there, Bearney. We're about to collapse on this guy. I don't want to use my wolves here. For that exact reason right there. Alright. I don't know, we're not really able to have like good fights right now. Seems like everything's very short-lived across the board. I need a nice, like, long drawn-out fight with my cooldowns. I don't have that here. I'm gonna get jacked up here. Mother effer. I just screwed myself. Nope. Sir, you're not the only one with reincarnate. Is it really gonna do this? Sir, I don't care. Wow. Did he shadow meld? He did shadow meld. Little punk ass bitch. If he thinks I'm gonna let him get away. No, sir. Oh! The bands. So, I mean, it worked. Like, we did damn. But, like, I don't know, that wasn't a good match to determine how it performed. We'll do another one, but not overly satisfied or impressed really with the way it went compared to like all of our other things. The legendary Tickle is joining us. Oh, I gotta make a Matcherino account. Bro, why does Matcherino take so much of your money for this transaction? What the hell? Excuse me? I definitely just added money. Okay, Matcherino, you're scamming me. We're gonna talk about this later, Matcherino. All right, we're gonna talk about this later. What should we run on the last row of the Nagia Covenant talent trait? Nagia, I'm assuming you mean for PvE. For PvE, you are going to run this one. It's a straight up PvE. It's a straight up 3% damage increase. For PvP, personally, I'm probably going to go down this route with superior tactics just to get that 10% crit chance in PvP on interrupting people. 10% increased crit is going to be pretty nice. Problem with Built for War. Built for War would be your PvE option, for sure, 100%. Having an additional 4% agi. You're pretty much going to have 4% agi most of the time. You'll rarely go below 50% in PvE as long as you're, doing what you're supposed to. But you'll also go right, like you'll get topped off. You'll start like getting agi back as well. So it's always just going to be like a flat percent agi increase. I don't know that this one's gonna be too good. See, I can't use Nagia. Nagia for PvP just doesn't make sense to me. I don't think she's worth it. Oh, you're a Draven boy for PvP? Yeah, dude. It's a straight up 10% damage reduction under 40% health. It's really difficult to pass up. Like, we already don't, like, we're already really squishy. Sit. Sit. I'm a Draven boy for PvP because survivability, baby. Still 2,800? I mean, yeah, sure, it works. But I don't know that that was because of her, though. Like, this one has a substantially less impactful experience in PvP, particularly Arena, especially earlier on in the season, because we're talking about this is 80 seconds into a match. A lot of games weren't making it to 80 seconds in the early stages of the season. But it's a 20% haste for 10 seconds, and then it's down again for 80 seconds. Because you're not gaining, you know, 4 stacks at a time in PvP or anything like that a lot of the time. Okay, he popped the bubble already. Oh, we're dead. All right. But his last conduits are poo-poo? Dude, I don't know. I think the 10% crit chance increase is really good. I think that's going to help with damage a lot, being able to crit way more. 10% crit is a lot. This is a GG. Our team's getting face rolled. Got him, Kobe. Oh, and then I just got Kobe'd. Feels weird getting Kobe'd by a melee class that's not, or doesn't have a ranged off spec for hybrid purposes. And if only when Rhett is better at doing range damage than you are. It's kind of weird, dude. Too many things to purge. No, for sure. I totally get that with the fake casting hex. When you get kicked, it's definitely brutal, for sure. I hear you. 100%. The wheelchair thing, I don't feel so. The root process and whatnot, I don't feel that as much due to spiritual resonance. Being able to alternate between spiritual resonance with shamanism and spirit walk at the same time is pretty nice. And I don't feel like I'm getting like stuck in place as much. But I'm also using barrel lunge, so I have another like gap closer on top of that. Just because, you know, freaking, what's it called? Oh, you know he's mad about that one. I mean, I think Naj is the only one that has her final soulbind unlocked right now, right? 30? Yeah. So, I mean, for sure right now, this week, will be a good time. Because we're not going to see her other soulbind. We're not going to see the other ones for at least another week. Draven's won't be till next week. Theatar's isn't for... Theatar, for whatever reason, they made take an additional week. Theatar's still 2 weeks away, and I don't know why. He was the second companion that we got. It's really weird. It's not even synchronized, it's just out of order. Yeah, puppy dog's leg was having some issues again. Thank you so much, though, for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate that. Kingpin Former. The whole Conduit Soulbind system's been kind of weird overall. I have a lot of mixed feelings on it. On the one hand, I think it's neat at times. On the other hand, I think they kind of like missed the mark like massively at times. I'm dead. It's so much damage. Ah, it all happened so quickly. Do you have plus 15 all keys? No. Not all keys. I have mostly plus 14s and 13s, but that's mainly because I haven't had a reason to push 15s. I mean, I still got time to get them out, so like I'm not stressing it. Unfortunately, my guild didn't have like a really reliable group of people to run them with. Like a lot of the time, we had a few people. Wow. Okay. I wish we had Thunderstorm so badly as enhancement. That knockback is huge. Especially because it can be used in CC. Oh, no, I know. I thought for sure. I wish we had Lasso. Oh, don't even get me started. I think Lightning Lasso would be perfect for us. It's 100% something that we're like missing. This is literally just like our team getting dick rolled. Is it over yet? Dude, our team got bang booty rolled. And we got a lot of people under 26,000 HP. It's gonna happen. Any form of CC? Well, that's the thing about Lightning Lasso. It's a reliable CC that you can't miss. Right? That's the thing about Capacitor Totem. Capacitor Totem can be countered in two ways. One, you can kill the totem. Two, you can move out of it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the legendary for PvP right now the way it is, personally. Gotta admit, not really my cup of tea. But no, Mercury, yeah, no. I've been saying for a while now that this is going to definitely be a push week. This is definitely a push week for keys. It's a inspiring storming. Like, storming is just obnoxious. It doesn't do a ton of damage. It's not going to be like a white mechanic kind of thing that you worry about. And then inspiring is a really easy mechanic to deal with, and then it's fortified, right? So like all the bosses, super easy. Yeah, I was using wolf bones. It just feels, wolf bones just feels way too bad because you still have a lot of downtime. That's the thing I don't like about it. I don't like all the downtime that there is with when Storm Strike's on cooldown. And that's primarily just because none of our other abilities feel good to press. Flame Shock doesn't feel good to use. Doesn't really serve much of a purpose. Doesn't do much damage. Frost Shock doesn't do jack diddly for damage. It's our slow. It's probably our primary filler in PvP. Crash Lightning. Kind of pitiful in PvP. You're kind of just really hoping to get a reset. Lava Lash. You're kind of just really hoping to get a reset. Right? Like every ability we have besides Storm Strike feels awful to use. And then you have your Maelstrom Spenders, which is okay. Do I spend it offensively, or do I save it to heal myself? Probably gonna save it to heal yourself, most likely. Oh, here, I got good memes for you. I got you. You ready for it? You ain't ready for it. I have this legendary. Boom! The Lava Lash legendary, baby. I got that one. We're doing it. Here we go. We have that. We have this one, Jibby. We're gonna make full use of it right now. Now we're a one-button class. Now we're a one-button class plus Doom wins in Chain Harvest. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean... Yeah, dude. I mean, it's like, you know, you go look at Shaman, you go to Enhancement. You go look at the damage breakdown on our stuff. Wind Fury. And then Storm Strike. Both of these are Storm Strike. This would be here. So it'd be like literally Storm Strike, Wind Fury. That's it. Everything else wouldn't even be close. Garbo damage contribution. Dude, at least their arcane shot like hits for damage. I mean, marksman hunters were also like a one button class a lot, but like their second button at least does damage. I think rogue. See, this was awesome seeing all this. Their melee, dude. I want to know why. I wish our melee was a more contributing factor. Our auto attacks. Our auto attacks used to be such a contributing factor to our DPS. Now it's just not. Like, look, dude, Flame Tongue. Just look at Flame. Look at Lava Lash, man. "12-second cooldown, by the way. 1.8k damage. Feels bad, dude. Flame Shock actually doing more DPS than Lava Lash. Oh, mega lol. Then you got DKs that are just pet bots. Yeah, but storming. Yeah, but storming's not bad, Cax. Storming's not a big issue. Storming used to be annoying. Storming was really bad on beta. On beta, storming was awful. I still am confused. We lost Maelstrom, right? But why slap a 12-second cooldown on Lava Lash? I don't know. Because it doesn't cost Maelstrom. I don't know. I guess they felt like it needed to have a cooldown. They probably felt they needed it to have a cooldown so that they could make this legendary be what they wanted it to be, which is a garbage legendary effect, by the way. I don't know who was on the design team for the legendaries and classes, but like this legendary literally counteracts Hot Hand. Like these are not, they're not synergetic whatsoever. They're actually counterproductive to how they work. Because like when Hot Hand procs, you pretty much don't get any benefit out of your Primal Lava actuators. Like when Hot Hand is up, this is worthless. You get like one damage stack on it before you use this again, because you're not going to just wait on the cooldown of Hot Hand. Right, like that's when you have a 100% damage increase window. You don't want to waste it. It's a small window. You're not gonna sit and wait for your flame shock stacks to build up. Now that could work. This legendary could work if they gave us a way to spread flame shock, because then we could get flame shock going on 2 different targets, and then you're looking at a very interesting cooldown situation for it, as well as very quickly generating max stacks on it. So now you have it hitting for a nice amount of sizable damage there, as we could see with the 5.8k non-crit. Don't get me wrong, there is potential there for it, but it needs a redesign. But like, look, even then, with that, it hits for 2,600 with the legendary. Like, that's pitiful. Also, they use the same animation. The hot hand animation, and the max stacks of your thingamajig animation, they have the exact same thing. So you don't know which one's which initially if it goes off if you're running both. When you hit 8 stacks, you get the exact same visual. Or maybe it was just that hot hand lights up. No, sorry, hot hand just lights up. Lava Lash just lights up. Pardon me. It's this. It still makes it glow. Is what it is. Just give us Liquid Totem. That would be something. But then on top of that, if you did decide to run Elemental Spirits, I think we have a video of it somewhere. But Elemental Spirits, you can get like a 13k. I got a 13k Lava Lash one time with it when I got double Firewolves. It was comedic. But now look at that Flame Shock contribution. Ironically, I'm going to be honest with you. Some of my best parses in raiding came from using that talent. Because it just stabilized DPS more. It was less fluctuant. It was just more consistent DPS output. I had more damage uptime as well when I'd be off the boss, avoiding for like mechanics and things. It was kind of ridiculous. I was kind of just like, huh? Let me go look at my logs. A lot of these logs have become outdated. At the time, let's see. At the time when we did it, this was the first week of Heroic. When I got this parse, the first week of Heroic, when I got this parse, it was with the Wolf Bones legendary, Earthen Spike, and Lashing Flames. It made no sense, but it worked. I couldn't help but laugh at it. What do we got? Who we got coming in here? I heard the sound. Helixia coming in with a raid. Helixia, hello. Enhanced Players Unite. Always, always. Hello. What's up, Ryosu? Helixia, thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a fantastic stream. We're currently memeing at the moment. All dozen of you? Yeah, a whole dozen of us. We are currently doing memes at the moment. We are going into this battleground with the beloved, overwhelming, overperforming Primal Lava Actuators legendary. Yeah. Yeah. What is that, Leggy? Exactly. It's the one. It's the terrible one that makes flame shock dot ticks lower the cooldown on your lava lash. NA player. Oh, what's up? Like the Legion meme reference. Yeah. Too bad you're not dying in floor 3 at torghast at the moment. That's the kind of enhanced players we love. No, we cleared our torghast earlier. Frankfurt, thank you for the follow. Wait. Wait, is Helixia Horde or Alliance? I have a Horde Shaman now. Okay, cool. You picked the superior faction as well as class. Real traitor to my roots. No. Don't worry. You picked correctly. I refuse to say I'm Horde. Imagine living in caves. Sure.
Oh,
You can burn your fear there. Ryosu, thank you so much for the follow. Oh! Okay then. Well, we got a little bit of a focus. I was looking for where the flag carrier is. I go raid. Hey, have fun with that. They're not caves, excuse me. They're called mud huts. Thank you very much. Oh, it's a Storm Rage group. It's a Storm Rage pre-made. We love those guys. Yeah, who doesn't love Storm Rage pre-mades? They're the most fun ever. No. Yeah, no, they totally don't like ruin this for people all the time. All my homies hate Storm Rage players. Jesus, these guys are all over it. Random BG pre-made? Oh yeah, dude. Storm Rage does pre-mades all the time. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 Storm Rage. Storm Rage does normal pre-made like normal BG pre-mades all the time. The amount of time 15 keys says more than 1,000 pictures. Listen, it's not our fault that people won't invite us. We can do keys just fine. Thank you very much. Everybody else is just racist against us shamans. We did nothing wrong, all right? Just like Garrosh. Oh, big damn! Yo, flag carrier! There it is! The navy blue class. Yeah, no. Friggin' mages can go die. All right, they've had their time to shine for far too long. Meanwhile, our warrior boy over here taking no damage. Oh, Lava Lash build kind of pumper. It's all flame shock, dude. It's all flame shock, dude. It's actually all flame shock padding. Whoa, hey there, bud. Ayo. Come here! Dang it! How long have you played? How long have you played Shaman for? Helixia. It's actually insane. Flame Shock is actually keeping up with my Storm Strike damage. It's absurd. Wait a minute. Water walking drop. Okay, well, we have their flag. Go, go. Oh my god. The drain life, damn. Dang it. Purge! Did I just pull him up into the graveyard? Are you kidding me? I'm so confused by what just happened there. By pulling him into the graveyard, did that make him drop the flag? Kind of how we spread Frost Shock? Dude, I know. If only we had the ability to spread Flame Shock. This is stupid, by the way. This is actually stupid that this is what my damage... See, this is like, this is what I would love for our damage to look like normally. Like, look at the nice spread on everything. We got some melee spread, we got some lightning bolt spread, we got chain harvest, lava lash, flame shock, storm strike. All of our damage is coming from like a nice consistent amount of different sources. It's not all just pumped into one thing. That feels so much better. Gotta watch out for those flame shocks that crit for 1.3. Don't LOS us. Don't LOS us. We do not have a gear. We literally have a prop paladin, but he only has 38k HP. Do not give it to him. Whatever you do, do not give it to him. All right, there's a rogue here. He's gonna go for. Oh, give him the big heal. Oh, that horrify. Wow, dude, are you kidding me? Oh my god, I'm tilted. You have fun, you just knocked yourself into the water. Cap it! No! That's so obnoxious that they can do that. Hey, thanks. Took us right to you. This is a draw. We have one. We have one healer and an undergeared prot. Well, dude, we almost did 1,000,000 damage in this game with it. Draw? I guess. I mean, they clearly succumbed to the overwhelming damage of Flame Shock. Dot. Oh my god, dude. My top damage at the end of the BG is Flame Shock. Literally a bigger DPS contribution than Storm Strike. Oh my gosh. That hurts my head, dude. Oh man. Never again. That was too painful. Fuck with that though. I fuck with that though. You're basically a melee affliction lock. Dude, if we could spread flame shock, ooh, that'd be nice. But see, that's the thing that I always liked about Enhancement Shaman originally was that hybridity, that like, you know, melee caster hybrid kind of feel that they had going for them, right? But the primary legendary that I'm working with, that I'd be messing with, is my beloved Frostwitch one right now. With Ellie Blast. Storm Flurry. Well, if we wanted to... I don't have access to it yet. Let's do that. For a bigger dam increase. I forgot if you run that legendary, you're supposed to run Magma Fist. Magma Fist makes a big difference for it, apparently. Its performance, so. No, I think Enhancement is really close to having a lot of different viable builds available to it. They just have to tweak a couple things and you would literally have like multiple potential play styles available to you that would all be competitive. I think an interesting one, Jibby, would have been if they had made it be for Primordial Wave. Imagine if Primordial Wave had instead been made your next Maelstrom Spender cast twice. Like your next like offensive spender, right? Could be Chain Lightning, could be Lightning Bolt, or it's like it's casted on a target afflicted with Flame Shock. Not cast twice, but if it's on one target, it's twice essentially. And if we had imagine if that contributed to like Ellie Blast. Imagine if Primordial Wave worked for Ellie Blast for Enhance. Then you'd have some pretty interesting things set up for Enhancement. I think that alone would make it a really competitive offensive option. Offensive choice for it. I mean, I think overall Chain Harvest is still like way more poggy. The problem you would run into though is that if you did that and Ellie Blast decided to crit on both of them, it's like an instant 22k damage, which would just put us on par with Ret Paladins. So I mean, what's the problem, right? What's the issue? What's the issue? Oh my god. Stop it. We are not making this a thing. double masking. Sorry, no, double masking is not becoming a thing. People are not going to start wearing 2 layers of masks. It's like the meme when people talked about like double wrapping their dick for sex with condoms. It's like, no, it doesn't. It's not how that works. Double the protection, right? No, it's not. Oh, by the way, Jibby. Jibby. If you haven't, and for anybody who is interested, the Oasis community, PvP community, they are having a 1v1 tournament in the middle of February 17th. So anybody can sign up. Depending on how many signups we get, and based on the range of people's rating for it, we'll either do 1 bracket or 2 brackets. I believe it's just 1 bracket as it is currently, though. We would need a lot of people in order for it to be like a multi-bracket kind of thing, split. So anybody is welcome to join in on it. 12 players registered currently. Giggity gig. There you go. Yeah. Go represent the Enhancement Shaman's community. The Shambama Llama group. Jibby, are you NA or EU? Area 52 in Tyke. Okay. I can't view your characters. It won't let me. Mystery Man Jibby over here. Something's not quite right. Secret Spy Jibby on the clock. I need to bookmark this website. I kept forgetting what the website was. Wow, it's like constantly updating people's like ratings. Holy moly. Okay, cool. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy for not running whatchamacallit. Ride the lightning. Alright, cool. Hey, I'm MVP. Why is that one so familiar? Man, what? You're full timing? You're full timing 2 shamans on 2 different servers? $2,700. Yeah, you got 2,700. Good for you, dude. Good for you. I have not been so blessed. I've had a very rough PvP experience so far. My 2's rating is in the dumpster right now. We got to we got to 1790. We got to 1790 in 3s. We got to 1827 in 2s. And we got 1900 in RBGs. But our 2's rating is now down below 1600 and our 3's rating is just above 1700. RBG rating's still the one that's at its highest. Gotcha. It gave you something to do. Makes sense. That's fair. What are these things mean? I've got a good win rating. I mean, I've got a positive win rating, and this is because I tanked my 2s as well. If I hadn't tanked my 2s for a guildie, I'd probably have still about a 60% win rate in 2s, 57% win rate in 3s, 60% win rate in RBGs. I have a decent win rate, just can't climb for shit with it. That's been our biggest issue, is just finding people to do what are you when you've been doing 3s on your main, what's been your comp primarily? Dude, this BG is taking forever. Holy moly. I thought it was gonna be done by now. Speak of the devil. Turbo. Arms warrior. Sense. I've been looked up by 11 people apparently. Apparently 11 people have looked me up. Good. Feels bad. Soul Forge is the dumbest target slayer. Is that the one with the constantly burning HP away? Yeah, I wish I had a good arms warrior buddy who could do turbo with me. Literally all my stuff's just been random things with random people. I've been requested to go to tar pits. I've been whispered and verbally requested to go to tar pits. Oh, I did try doing that with a Windwalker one time. I joined a Windwalker once, and he said, "No, this comp doesn't work. We don't have enough CC." And then he kicked me. Can't make these things up, man. Oh, well, okay then. I'm gonna focus on literally just blowing all of you up. All right. Now that I nuked their entire team already. No, I know it works. I know it works. I'm just saying I did it with a Windwalker once, and that's what they said to me. Smex is also a significantly better player than I. Got him. This is classic floating combat text. 190 to 235. It is 3,900, I believe. If I recall correctly. What's gonna spawn first? That did. Fuck. We have nobody up there. Fuck. That's spawning. This is spawning. I'm coming over here. How much do you have? There it is! Bang, bang, baby! No, because you're forgetting about the solars that you're gonna get from your companion board. Oh, we got a bunch of stealthy boys here, eh? Oh, for your ult? ult might be a little bit of a different story. Oh my god. Why would you leave your safe spot? Hello? That was where you were safe and you left it, sir. I don't want to leave the waterfall. Shit. Bang! Oh, he guardian angeled me. I love him. Bro. So obnoxious. Making that so nobody gets access to it. Nice. We managed to create a I'm using Frost Witch. 'Tis in the title. And hello, Frostier. Thanks for the knockback, I guess. He just saved me. He's confused. Woo! Later! You know he's confused about that one. Let's go. What does it mean? It's the legendary. Frostwitch. Frostwitch, the Frostwitch legendary. Legacy of the Frostwitch. Big damn, baby. I want to clip that a little bit there. That was some nice big damn, big damn. But see, that's what I'm looking at here, Jibby, because I don't use Doom ones, right? So, but I'm looking at this. I'm thinking about, okay, hey, I've got 15% crit chance, right? When I interrupt somebody, which is going to be very frequent in PvP, I get 10% more crit chance. All right, so now we got 25% crit chance. That's a very good chance to crit. Ellie Blast, when it crits, does some really nice damage. But we'll see. We will see. Pardon me. Yeah, you should be able to find that add-on in the CurseForge under classic floating combat text. It'll appear in game as classic FCT right here, and then you just have to mess with it and fine tune it a bit for your auto attacks, the font size, the text type, if you want it to POW or not, if you want it to enable POW, disable POW, if you want it to have an outline, if you want it to not have an outline, all that stuff. There's all different things. You can change the text color. You can have it be colored by type, so it's based on, you know, fire damage, magic damage, whatever type of damage it is. It'll be a different color based on the element that it is. Heals, auto attacks, and just spell icons up here, and then that's how you see what the ability is next to it. See, when we get a Storm Flurry proc, our damage feels pretty good, especially if that Storm Flurry proc also gets a Wind Fury proc. Because then it's like big damage. I like it a lot. You kind of want to burst after interrupting. Right. What better way to help yourself burst than get a 10% crit chance? %10 crit chance during burst window is going to be kind of big. I don't know. I'm just saying. No. I mean, ultimately in PvP, I don't think like either of these are gonna make a huge difference. Like overall, like specifically which one it is. You'll let people do well with both. Right? Like just straight up. The reduced duration on interrupts, though, that one's a really nice one. I will say for sure. For sure. It definitely is. PvE, you definitely run this one. This one could have been interesting, but it's just not enough. Also, half of these don't work in any form of rated PvP content, so it doesn't matter. Are you a troll? No, I'm orc. I thought Lavish Harvest was going to make a difference. Spoiler alert, didn't. No, Lavish Harvest sucks. Yeah. No. It's just one of those ones where it's like, if it crits, great. But if it doesn't crit, you're like, okay, well, this didn't do anything for me. Well, this sucks. I think this one had some of the most potential for being interesting, Crippling Hex, if they had also had it reduce the healing somebody did coming out of it. If it reduced a target's healing by 10% as well upon leaving Hex, then we'd have a really interesting conduit here. Because that would be something of like a Mortal Wounds effect for an Enhancement Shaman, which would make us a little more viable. It would give us, you know, one of those things that we don't have that other melee DPS have, Windwalker and Warriors have, pretty much, essentially. But no, I'm orc. Orc lady. 20% reduced duration on CC is just too valuable in PvP. Also, 100 something attack power increase, also very valuable. Orc just very good. Orc very good. Very nice. Okay. But guys, I gotta head on out. We started stream way too late today. Way too late today. And so to keep the enhancement train rolling, we're gonna send you guys on over to Senior Tickle. He just started his stream, so he will be around for much longer than I will be. So there's that. Yeah. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out. I gotta head out. I gotta go take my dog out, and then we have to prep him for surgery tomorrow. He's gotta have another surgery on his leg, so that's fun. But yeah, have a good one all. We'll be back another day, and have a good one.